Hey guys, Terry here for Rev3 Games, and I have the pleasure of being joined right now by Caroline Miouss. She is the senior level artist on Assassin's Creed Unity, and I'm super happy to be able to talk to you today because I think you have a very unique perspective on this game. You were tasked with recreating the Notre Dame, which is a huge part of this game, but up until yesterday, you had never actually seen the Notre Dame in real life.
Yeah.
How does that work? How do you even begin to recreate something that you've never actually seen before?
It's a lots of research, yes, and lots of talking as well, because we need to appropriate something that we never see, and it's very important that to talk with people to have another perception of how they see Notre Dame, because when we are creating game, we are giving emotion to the player. That's what we are creating some unique landmark, and we want to spread this to the player. That's a lot of talking, lots of pile of books, lots of illustration, Google a lot, Wikipedia, and research, technical, instruct myself. And I'm mostly a church architect. I'm not a church architect, but I know how this constructed, and yeah, it's all the stuff I used to create a landmark I never see.
Yeah, I'm surprised they never actually sent you as part of your research.
Yeah, but it's mostly the same. It's not a problematic app because we can easily find some references, but most of the artists did the same research steps like I did for the Notre Dame. But yeah, but for sure, now I see it. Yesterday I just to see it before, it was give me more key to recreate it, but at the same time it's kind of a thrill.
Of course. You mentioned yesterday actually something I thought was really interesting, which is that a lot of the artistic aspects of the Notre Dame are actually copyrighted.
Not a lot, but some of them. Then we just need to create. To have a research, to make a research on them and to evaluate which one we need to ask for the legal. Some just we be more creative and go with new detail that we added to give a personalization inside Notre Dame. Then that's why we choose to put some legal or for the copyright or just to made unique stuff.
Yeah, because from all the footage I've seen, I mean, it does look extremely similar to the Notre Dame in real life. What exactly is different about it?
Yeah, it's just a way of perception because we give the illusion that it's the same, like for the Great Organ, for example. And like yesterday, I was in Notre Dame, I was looking to the Great Organ, and I was like, oh, it's look almost the same in the game. That's mean that I was able to give the illusion to the player that what you see in reality is almost what you see in the game. But if you look to all the specific detail that is put, like for the ornamentation, is not the same at all.
Yeah. So you got there and you were like, man, I'm really good at this.
Yeah. It's kind of very proud of myself because I was like, yeah, that's good. But it's funny to do because you can just put a little bit of you in icon.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's so interesting. Notre Dame it seems like it's one of the bigger parts of the game. How exactly does it fit in? I know it's a part of the gameplay, I think, but is it sort of a main mission hub, or what exactly are players going to be doing inside of it?
Oh, you can do a lot of stuff, but for sure it will be one of the main missions for the first part of the game, to discover a lot of stuff. I don't want to tell you a lot of this because we want you to play and discover what will be inside Notre Dame. But you can play mission, but you also just hanging around and discover some nice living stuff inside Notre Dame and around the cathedral. That's really cool to
well, now that you've actually seen it, I mean, you were talking about, part of your research was asking other people, what emotions did you feel when you visited? How did you feel when you finally got to see it?
It was like breathtaking. I was like, oh my God. How can I explain? It's more like I worked so hard on something, and it's like a baby, a monster baby.
Yeah, that's a good description, yeah.
The monster baby, it's more like an achievement. It's the better conclusion I can have to say, okay, I create something, and what I see is this. Is I was proud because I say, okay, I was doing right.
Yeah.
And it's just the confirmation that I didn't make mistake and
Yeah.
I choose the right key element to put in it. Yeah.
And that's the feeling you want to impart to players as well, right?
Yes, also the biggest, the impression that you're so small in front of a huge cathedral and all this little detail, the complexity of the architecture, the feeling I have when I see it is the feeling I think the player will have when he will have that feeling that he see it for the first time and for real, even
Yeah.
if it's in game. Then that's something really cool to see.
If the game is even 100th of what it's like seeing it in person, I think you've done an excellent job. So
Thank you.
thank you very much for speaking with me.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
But to call Road Redemption simply a spiritual successor to Road Rash diminishes the splendor of what Road
Yes.
Redemption is.
The beauty and the simplicity and all the wonderful things about it.
Yeah,
What is its splendor?
it's a ragdoll nightmare hellscape
Okay.
of physics and motorcycles raining from